What's the film called? Our film was called Eating Our Way to Blindopia, and we weren't meant to get you to laugh about us, so don't worry. You could. I could feel the sense in the room. Was like, oh, should we really laugh? You should have laughed, guys. Next time you watch it, please laugh. Yeah, we killed lots of people. It's like that's about it, really. Yeah, I think that's about it.
I'm Gib. My group name is Nelms Angles, and we made the film It'll Pass. That's the one in the big church with the conflicted priests.
Yeah, my name's Neil, and I'm a black dog. And it was the last one you watched just down the road, and I had the black lab in it.
Hi, I'm Libby. We did the first one. It's called Literal Litterbugs, and I had a hat on.
Hi, my name's Maria. I did Gravity Barriers, so we actually signed up to date the night before. I wasn't meant to be that actor. Something happened, so I had to be director, actor, sound, whatever. Happened, and Adam is in here somewhere. Without him, the film wouldn't be able to be made. So yeah, so I did spoken word poetry to show the inaccessibility of Glasgow and Edinburgh and how it affects people with disabilities. I actually had to bring my wheelchair down 6 flights of stairs. That's actually my own wheelchair that I use sometimes because I've had a stroke. And I wanted to show how inaccessible, because I almost fell so many times out of my wheelchair, and so many disabled people fall out of their wheelchair all the time, and people don't talk about it. So I thought, fuck that. I wanted to show how inaccessible Glasgow City Centre is in Edinburgh, and how Glasgow City Council don't care about people with access needs, and they really don't. I wanted to embarrass them. It's like, actually really embarrass them to put it out there to look, and that's why I put the pretest of an underground city in Mars to be accessible and to show that this planet is hostile towards people with disabilities. A lot of people with disabilities are prisoners in their own home, and we shouldn't be. That's unacceptable.
Hello, my name's Anna, and I was in the team Spill the Beans, and we did the film about the unicorn.
Thank you for doing the talking. Yeah. His name's Yagi. Well, my name's Yagi. His name's Chris. We're part of Dead Ted Puppets. We did the film Yagi. You imagine being everybody else. I've got ADHD. Well, he does. This Muppet here has ADHD and autism, and the majority of our team was neurodiverse. So yeah, getting things in a timeline and in order. That was fun. That was chaos. So I had to keep these Muppets in check. So yeah, you might remember my film. You might have recognised me. I'm there. But anyway, thanks a lot. Cheers, guys.
With Duke films, and we made the film called Sailors. So that was the one with the window licking.
My name's Chris. We're working with Stephen Ruff Productions. We did the Battered Twin. I was fucked up.
Hello, my name's Rob Lockwood. I'm from Half-Life Productions. We did the film called It's the Little Things. The man being chased around the bunker ended with a waffle in the briefcase. During the final scene where the waffle is taken out of the briefcase, we were going to film it within the premises of the bunker, but we made a last-minute decision to go on the hilltop outside the premises, and we were a bit foolish because we took the rifle with us. And in our great wisdom, we didn't put it in the bag. We just thought, oh, it's only 5 minutes, it's just up the hill. We'll just walk on. So someone was carrying the rifle, and we passed a dog walker. And what we didn't realise is that after they passed us, they took a picture and contacted the police. And we finished our scene, and fortunately someone told us from the bunker, someone rang us and said, oh, the police are looking for you. But it was like a SWAT team with guns came just as we were finishing. And in hindsight, I apologise. I should have. It was a silly thing to do. We should have been more careful. It was just because it was a last-minute decision. But in hindsight, it was quite funny. And unfortunately, the police were quite chill about it, and they searched us. But it's a good anecdote. But we'll know better next time.
I'm not going to be able to follow that at all. That's too funny. We had quite smooth kind of production, really. Nothing really None really went wrong or right, it just kind of flowed. It went quite well. It was all pretty much ad-libbed. We kind of turned up and went, let's just do whatever happens, and that's what happened. So, yeah, all good.
Did you get any fish?
No, I never got any fish.
No fish?
Nah.
Right. Get this
It
mess
just
of
closed
fish.
down. The fish shop that we used had just closed down about a week before, so it was all kind of pre-set up for us to kind of go in and use it, so it was good. That's one thing. Yeah.
Quite similar to the gun story. Obviously we had a massive window and someone was getting choked out and we had people walk past, but I think quite unfortunate was people like, look, oh, pretend I didn't see anything. I was like, maybe you should actually report that. But, so that was something quite similar. And then a really weird thing happened was when we were filming the window scene where the character was like licking the window. Behind there was a person that walked really slowly behind with an ice cream cone and was really obscenely licking, just like that character. So I was like, what's going on? Just going. It was pretty mental.
Oh my gosh, there was loads of things that happened with us. And we tried to pick a different location. We did the outside of the park, so we had to deal with lots of seagulls shouting. But it was always back in my house. I think the funniest bit for us was then when one of our cast members decided he was going to be Donald Trump. I was like, he did a very good Donald Trump. He just came out and said, oh, I've got now found out what his alias is. And apparently Donald Trump has an alien called John Barron, and I never knew that. So that was our little thing, I think, yeah.
Well, aye. Our one was, our big money shot was, you might have seen it but missed it in a second there. My paw going in the waffle machine.
Yeah.
With one waffle, one paw to do it with, one paw, one stunt paw. No puppets were harmed in making this. But when we did it, and we looked back at the footage, completely missed the shot. So we had to rearrange it, flip it around, still looked like, still good acting, but that was our big money shot. Otherwise, when we were travelling out the car, the amount of people we had waving at us and getting shocked, and must almost cause traffic jams or like accidents a few times when you seen the puppet coming out the window waving at folk. Yeah, we smiles in the world, didn't we? But we just didn't catch that shot. Next time, I'll know.
Yeah, I think we had quite a smooth production as well. I think my favourite bit of the day was when we came up with like what we were calling the shit rigs for getting the running shots and things like that, using the sheet. But I did have a panic though, because Lily, our wonderful producer, rolled her ankle the day before, so couldn't come to the shoot, which was so sad. But then immediately we had Christine, our actor, like jumping down like 6 flights of steps, and we were like, this is fine, it can't happen again. Like, that would never happen. Yeah, I think that was like the most fun bits of the day.
Could have went wrong, to be honest with you. I almost got myself knocked down so many times by Rogue, these electric bikes that decide that to try and kill you on the cyclepath when I was trying to take pictures and stuff. I twisted my ankle on like pothole when I was pushing my chair, and the best part, also trying to go down the underground with a chair, which is really hard. But I had like a lot of support from lovely custom people, and I don't like to ask. I want to be able to be independent and do it myself, but everybody was really, really nice. But the best thing, I decided to make myself look homeless, because a lot of people presume if you're in a manual wheelchair you're homeless, and it's so funny because it was Celtic Park, I was in like the city centre from Celtic, and I thought security for Celtic Park came up and thought I was homeless, and actually gave me money, and I was like, no, I had my back on, I'm not homeless, I'm filming. And I was like, oh my god, I must look really hopeless. So that was hilarious, and without Adam, we actually lost a waffle, we forgot a waffle, and 2 doors down, we were actually filming the phone booth, which was the most disgusting phone booth I've ever been. I wanted to film it. I was like, I went in and got like waffles, and I got me and Adam like waffles, and we just stuffed them in the face, because we were like that, like so stressed and so like, oh my god, we're making this film, but I don't know what we're making. So yeah, everything that went wrong could go, but we got a film.
I run a pretty tight ship, so nothing funny happened. But we did actually get sprayed by some children. like with water guns, because we were filming in the park. And they actually said some choice words to us, which I won't repeat, but without, I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's like, that's pretty, like, where are your parents? But, so that's what happened to us.
Our shoot was pretty much just me and the actors and the camera, so it was a pretty long weekend. But we had a really nice moment out in the street where there was buskers playing in violins, and they played How Much Is That Doggy in the Window on the violins for the shoot. But we couldn't put it in the film because it would have been too long. But Finn slept for about 16 hours after the shoot, so he was pretty tired. But yeah, it was fun.
I think our shoot for like the majority of the day went, I think, quite well. But at the start, like when we were just arriving at the church, which was basically what our whole film relied on, we were almost not able to film in there because the like pastor guide we'd gotten permission to film in the church from, he'd forgotten that we were filming in there that day, and he was going to go on a charity run in Glasgow, and we just caught him leaving his house and told him about it, and he was able to unlock it for us. But if that hadn't happened, I don't know what really we would have done.
How did you get your dog to go to the toilet on cue like that?
Wait, it wasn't on cue, we just walked him around the park and he'd done a shit. So actually got pretty bad filming it, but it was the money shot.
We're all volunteers at the Barnton Bunker, which is in the west of Edinburgh, on just Dorfin Hill. So it's like an on-site location for us. It is a good film location as well. We're hoping to get a big film next month to film. They're like a security team. They do play a role for security, but also a bit of a novelty. They're quite popular with visitors because it's quite unusual to. Actually, they had 4 babies recently. So
emus or emos?
Emus.
Not actually both.
Emus. Yeah, the big bird.
Yeah. Got you? Yeah. Right, I was completely confused.
And we've got 4 goats as well. So yeah, it's partly because there used to be an issue with people breaking down the fence, but the emus kind of discourage people from. But they do a bit of land maintenance, and they're also good for like PR as well. People like meeting.
Yeah. Okay, so visit the Barnton Bunker. It's a thriving arts community, I'd say, and emus, and I believe emos as well.
I don't know. That's a really hard question. We had to cut so much as well. We did have a scene where he was swinging a lightsaber around, which was really sad to go. So maybe there'll be a director's cut of that sometime. I do really think it was the one when he was reading the film book. Like, cut to him reading the film book and he's causing chaos. Just sitting patiently. But I think that was the funniest. But I feel like you should ask Christian that question.
Yeah, it was good. Hello. we were just like looking for the right book to use, and we just saw like one that said film art, and we were like, that's the one. That's it. So just so many little silly things. It's a lot of fun.
That was just your library, right?
It was. Yeah.
Did you guys get permission to shoot there, or were you just like, we're gonna run around?
I worked there, so I was like,
Yeah.
The sound of like a whistling kettle going off, was that done purposely, just for the comedy?
So no, we didn't record any sound. I mean, actually, that's one thing we got really lucky with, was we couldn't find a sound recorders, like locations done. We couldn't find one at all, so we were like, oh, we'll have to do it with bass. We had a sound designer, a composer ready. We're like, okay, we'll do it with bass. But then we got silent film. We were like, oh, thank fuck. So we'll just go for it. And so literally, because sound is not like my forte, like I had an idea. So I just said to the sound designer and composer, just do whatever you want. Like my only note was like, it'd be like Hitchcock, suspense, and that was it. And they just done an amazing job with it.
This is maybe a good point just to say that on the 25th of June, we will be having Edinburgh Shorts Showcase here, and it will be a special one because we're showing all films by deaf filmmakers, and we will be showing some of Clarissa's previous films and Dreek Films. So everybody go on and follow Dreek Films to find out more about some great films, and join us for a showcase of some of their films as well.
A lot of special effects, very heavy usage of special effects.
No doubt, yeah.
How much did that go into your planning? Like, did it affect your planning when you started coming up with the ideas?
So my buddy Elliot, he was the fairy. He's my fairy familiar. but he was at work, so he just like didn't like take a day off work. So he was just at work, so we just had to figure out how we were gonna put him in. And we pretty much wanted to make fun of him and stuff, so we made him like a flying fairy, because then we could just record him in front of a green screen, just like being annoying, like yeah. So no, it was very intentional, and Frank did all the VFX, so he used his magical hands to make my friend Elliot fly, so it was pretty cool. It was to make fun of him. I subtitled some bits because I thought that it was not understandable. I didn't subtitle it all because we did not have time, so I'm sorry about that. But we didn't know that the films were going to be captioned. If we did, maybe we wouldn't have subtitled it at all. But I subtitled the bits that I thought were not intelligible.
With the window and letting and Fanny, the character Fanny.
Fanny.
Yeah. Okay, I would like to ask, was it intentional, or was it just great timing at the end of the film when they had her slurping her cup of coffee? The audio description said, you can guess what? I don't know if anybody else noticed it. It said Fanny slurping on the big screen. Was it an intentional joke, or was it a planned joke, or was it just by accident? Because I literally had tears in my eyes, and I've got ping pong balls as eyes. I was crying with laughter.
No intentional at all.
I have two questions. First of all, can I ask you, for everybody here who's wondering what the audio description was like tonight, and they might be curious how their films were described, is there anything you remembered of the description that you think some of the filmmakers might like to know about, like how the films were described, that you remembered?
I really liked the one about that was in the Zine library, because that was all visuals, so that was just completely description. And so the describer was talking a lot. I like the one at the end when they had the pink unicorn tail lying on the guy, and the dog and his sad eyes, and he's lying on the sofa. When he went for a walk, he did the poo, and he hid the poo with the leaves. That's kind of what the audio description does. So what it does, it tells you all the visual elements and the production, and it puts it into words. And every year I keep saying this, and I hope one day, because there's only 4 of us, I look at everyone else and think there's thousands of them. There's thousands of them. There's production people and camera people. There's only 4 of us, and actually 5 of us, and 4 of us are visually impaired. It's like, that is just not fair. and really, we are. So it's like we have one editor and film person who has to do all the sighted bit. And we have another sighted person, Amanda, who did a little bit of checking out our audio description, but our describer was reading some of our audio descriptions out loud, which probably some of you heard. And every year I just hope that somebody will come to us and go, we just want to help to get our scripts done in audio description. That's my hope. And I keep thinking I'm not going to do it next year. And then Sam comes back to me and goes, Karen, we want you to come this year. And it's a lonely place because it was just me and my team here today. So my hope is that by next year, A, I'll get more organised. B, people contact us on our Instagram with Vision Impaired Creators Scotland, look for us on our Instagram. And C, that we'll have a lot more films, that we'll have what you guys, the deaf and hard of hearing community have got, which is like a film night with AD, which would be amazing, that you guys all have done. So please help me do that, guys.
Can we do it? Let's do it, yes. I love that idea, Kieran. We will absolutely do that. And Kieran, I have a tactile present to give you. It's an official 48-hour film collector's coin there to give you, our challenge coin. And it's a lovely little tactile thing for you. Thank you, Kieran, for your film tonight. And thank you guys. If you had fun tonight, join us.